Hello. In this series of videos, we're going to be building a Asteroids clone, initially with just single player, and eventually in the next series, we're actually going to add multiplayer with matchmaking, playing with your friends, and that kind of stuff. So just to give you guys a peek of what we're going to be building. So this is the actual website running locally on my Mac here right now. So you can see there's a nice HTML5 canvas in the background. We've got a bunch of polygons kind of moving around the screens representing the asteroids. So let's go ahead and start the game. So first thing we have here is we've got our player in the middle, so we can kind of move around. We've got a little bit of animation on the back of the player for representing the thruster. We've got stars in the background that are changing brightness and also moving slightly downwards. So we can go around here, we can go and shoot. Boom. Some of the asteroids will transform into smaller ones or split up into smaller ones after you destroy them. So we can go there, last one, and actually here we'll go right into it. 1, 2, and we'll take this one out. So we've beat the level, so we can go on to the next one now. Starting level 2. And there we go. So we've got a fresh generation of asteroids. So now what will happen is if I drive into this one, I can get a game over. I can either start from level 1 again, or I can go back to the home screen. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be building initially, and later on we're going to add actual multiplayer support. And the other cool thing about this is we're going to be using a bunch of modern development technologies to build this thing. So we're going to be using things like React for the front end, Webpack for our build tool. We're going to be using HTML5 canvas for all the animation and graphics. We're going to be using Amazon's AWS for actually deploying this thing. And we're actually going to set up a CI/CD pipeline to where we can actually, as soon as we push our changes to our GitHub repository, that's going to invoke a build process and automatically deploy our game to S3. So just to give you guys a little preview of how that's going to work, let's bring up the terminal. So I'm going to go to the AWS console over here. We'll go over this in future tutorials, but essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to use something called CloudFormation to basically spin up all my infrastructure, and that's going to go and deploy our website, do everything for us. And this will all be covered in future videos, but for now I just kind of want to show how this works. So we're going to invoke this command. Now we're going to get a stack ID back. Now what we can do is we can go to the CloudFormation console over here, and we can see we've got our stack spinning up. And what this is basically doing is going and creating all of our AWS resources through code. The nice thing about this is that you can basically treat your entire infrastructure as code, which can be versioned in GitHub, kind of whatever you want there. The other nice thing is you can spin this stuff up and down whenever you want, so then you don't have to worry about going and cleaning up resources later, because you can just spin down your stack and it's gone. You don't have to worry about leaving something there and then coming back to, I don't know, big bill at the end of the month if you forgot to spin down a big server. So we can see here we're just about done. It's created a few different things. Once again, we'll go over all this stuff later, but just basically all it's doing is it's creating a pipeline to actually deploy our website. It's creating an S3 bucket to host our website, and some security rules around that to allow all the interactions between the different services. And there we go. So the creation is complete. Now what we can do is we can go to our website URL in a new tab here. You'll see right now it's not found, and that's because there's actually a build process running. So if we go to AWS Cloud Build, cloud build, and we go to our pipelines. That stack that I just created actually created this build pipeline, which is actually going to deploy the website to this link up here. And it's pretty cool because I can actually just go to the GitHub repository. So this has all the project code that we're going to be doing, the actual completed code. So it's actually going into here, pulling the code from GitHub from the master branch and building it with Webpack, and then deploying it to an S3 static website. So if we go back here, we can go to the pipeline, we can go back to the build. We can go see how that's going. You can see here the build was successful. And we've got some logs in here that just kind of give you basically an overview of what actually occurred during the build process. So now if we go back to our pipeline, we can see it was successful. And if we go back into it, we can see our website was sourced from GitHub, built on AWS code build, and deployed to Amazon S3. So now, if we go back to our static website, I simply refresh this, and boom, there's my live website up and running, working exactly the same as it did on my local machine. And then anytime I make a change to this code base, I can just push the code to GitHub, and boom, gets built. If I had tests, those would all get run. If they passed, that would get deployed to production or your live website, and then you're good to go. Yeah, so the first set of videos, we're basically going to be building this single player mode for the game, and also the kind of the Amazon code pipeline logic. We're going to be doing all that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video where we're actually going to go and start building this thing. Talk to you guys later. Bye.